We got it, guys. So if you guys watched the last video, you guys would have seen that we got an angle kit together, but we were limited on the angle because of the tension rod in the front. So right after that video, I went ahead and placed my order at GKTech for these bad boys. These are the curved tension rod, and it gives us extra angle, extra clearance. Yeah, it gives us extra clearance to clear the tires. So we do run these on Christine's car, so we're gonna go on them on the Skyline. Oh, do you guys like the battles on there? I did some like testing, and the 17s clear amazing. I do run on 18s because 18s are a lot better looking in my opinion, but I don't know. They're rubbing on a lot of stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and try to clear up some space in their fender well. But for now, let's get these tension rods installed. This is like the newest version of the arm.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It has this quick adjustment thing. So you just put the Allen wrench in there, and then this will adjust this whole thing for you.
Oh, that's a huge Allen wrench.
Yeah. All right, let me show you guys the difference. All right? That is the difference right there.
Oh, that's a good, like, what, 2 inches?
Friggin', that's choke. That's pretty much the difference right there. And that doesn't seem like much, but that's a lot of clearance right there.
Is that gonna be enough?
Hopefully, we'll see right now. You can also run like a spacer too to like bring the wheel out this way. Work harder, not smarter. I made a mark so I know what is tightened and what is loosened. But we don't need it because we're not using it.
Oh, we should put zip ties in that to see it.
Yeah, we should. Okay. So when you're putting this in, obviously you want the curve to be on the inside of the car, and the longer spacer will be towards the outside of the car as well. And then just put it back in the car. It's gonna be a super simple, super easy install, guys. This should be easy.
That's the caster adjustment?
Yeah, see? And then twist this. When I twist this, this moves.
Oh, the whole arm moves?
Yeah, so for quick adjustment, I could just put an Allen wrench in here and go and it'll lengthen it.
Oh, that's so much easier than the locking nuts, huh?
Okay, so we're running into an issue already, and that is the sway bar. I'm gonna tighten it and see if we have clearance, but it's looking like we might have to remove the sway bar. Uh-oh.
What happened?
Why is it stuck? So I was trying to put this bolt into this spacer the whole time, but I was like, no, that's not matching up. It's because this bolt, where did this even come from? What is this even for?
I don't even know.
Oh, it came off the old tension rod.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, this tension rod bolt came with this arm, with the lower arm, because it has a special spacer right here. But the heads are the same, and I thought it was the same. I was like, dang.
Good thing you didn't strip out.
Good thing I didn't strip this. That was freaking gnarly. I need this special spacer because it has this, or I need this special nut because it has this special spacer for the curvature of the arm that fits this. So I needed this too to match up.
That's some pretty good engineering to get it perfect.
Yeah.
So it's like nothing that you can just get.
Yeah, like I can't just go to the store and go get another one. if I stripped up this one. I'm not a fan of RPF ones. I feel like they're overplayed. Like everybody gets them. But I do have to say though, they're like super light.
Really?
Yeah. They like don't weigh anything.
Ooh, does it touch? Oh no, huh? What is that?
Just a rotor.
Oh.
No touchy touchy. I think. Okay, let me go under the car. So before it would like tap against the tension rod, but now we have full clearance. Granted, it's not aligned, but the tire can roll at full lock. So this bracket right here will rub against the tire. So I think I could just move it that way and just use one bolt hole. That's what I'm gonna try and see if that works. Okay, so all I did was I took the bracket off the two holes here and I just push it over to the left and use only one to bolt it up, and hopefully that'll be enough to get enough clearance. I think it should be all right. Full lock. We got clearance, full lock on this side. Let's see if we gotta add more modifications to this side.
Oh, what is it hitting?
Oh, it's hitting the freaking
arm?
So it looks like I do need to run a spacer.
Oh, that sounds so much easier than getting a different arm.
I could probably grind it down.
No, I think you should just run a spacer because you're gonna probably run spacer anyway.
Well, it clears with the brake bracket moved over, so that's a good sign.
What is that, like a 25?
It's like a 10 or something.
10? Oh no, 25 is an inch, huh?
Yeah.
Dang, these studs are kind of short, huh?
That's the only reason why I wouldn't run one spacer, because I would have to put it extended.
Oh,
Oh,
that's like perfect. It's like
a millimeter worth of... Oh, you can't see. I don't know if you can see it, but there's like that much space. It's like a millimeter or two away from touching the arm.
I don't know. That might be kind of close, huh?
No, I mean, it's not going to move more than that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's freaking cherry.
I wonder if the battles would have more clearance or less clearance.
It'll probably have less. So it's rubbing on this inner part of this arm right here. So I could either shave this down or run a spacer. And I'll probably just run a spacer, but I do kind of want to shave the arm down. But Christine said I should just run a spacer. Anyway, this is a 18 by 9.5 plus 15. And then this is a 17 by 9.5 plus 18. So they're about the same offset, which is the reason why it's rubbing on here. This right here, I believe, is a 10 millimeter slip-on spacer that I run on the yellow car outside to run my emits over there. And I just test fitted this. So this is like the perfect amount of spacer to clear this on both of the wheels. So it's an easy fix. I just have to get extended studs and run this spacer, and we should be able to clear nicely. It could use a spacer anyway to fill up the space to make it a little bit more flush with the fender, so I'm not too worried about that. I'm just happy that we're able to get some clearance. So now all we really need to do is align the car, or well, I need to put the other arm on the other side and then move the brake bracket. But other than that, the front should be good to go for an alignment. Next, we're gonna go ahead and do the rear in the next video. Oh, one more thing. I'm gonna go ahead and straighten out the steering wheel, because if you guys remember, the rack is off center now, or well, it's centered, but the steering wheel is not centered anymore because of the way the rack is positioned now. So We're gonna go ahead and steal the Vertex wheel out of the yellow car and throw this, I don't know what kind of steering wheel it is. It says D Sport on it. So we're gonna throw this deep dish wheel into the yellow car, bring the Vertex wheel because that's more of a baller wheel for the Skyline. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right after I go ahead and finish up the front on the other side. So here's the dilemma. This arm is a sway bar. So the sway bar is resting on the caster arm, which obviously won't give it no suspension travel. But since this is an S chassis arm, it has the mounting point for the sway bar right there. I was able to find Christine's old sway bar that we took off of her car, and I'm wondering if it'll mount up and clear on this car. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the caster arm off so I can take the sway bar off and see if we can get Christine's old sway bar to mount up here. The only thing I'm worried about is if it's gonna clear this. If you can clear this, we should be fine. Okay, I got all the bolts undone. Fall down. So after messing around and getting the sway bar on, pretty much the part that I thought wasn't gonna fit is the part that doesn't fit. So if you look closely, the mount for the coilover is exactly where the sway bar meets up. So that's hitting and the end link almost lines up, but if I put it in this side, the other side won't go in the hole. So it's a little bit too narrow, and I think it's hitting this. It's hitting the coilover thing, the mount on the bottom. So that's the reason why we can't run it. So it looks like I'm gonna be running no sway bar on the front, which is not too big of a deal. I do run no sway bar in the S14, Christine's car, and I don't run a sway bar on the yellow car as well. It's not too big of a deal because I'm not running a sway bar in the yellow car, and we're also not running a sway bar in Christine's car as well. So this car as well just won't be running a sway bar. The car handles fine without it, so I'm not too worried about it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and remove this, bolt up the tension rods, and the front should be good to go. Like I said, very unfortunate that we weren't able to run it, but at least now we know S14 sway bars do not work on R34. So some of the parts are interchangeable between the chassis, but sway bar is not one. So now you know.